The Tiger by Hugh Walpole. Little Homer Brown had one night, after too luxurious a supper, a nasty dream. He dreamed that he was in a jungle. He was lost in a thick, dark mass of bush that seemed to rise like a forest, with green spikes on every side of him. He walked with naked feet on pointed grass sharp as razor blades, and then he saw shining at him out of the dark mass 2 burning eyes, petrified with something more than terror, as one is in dreams. He stood there, waiting for the tiger to spring. As the tiger sprang, he woke up. The only thing about this dream was that in the morning he remembered it. He never remembered his dreams, which was a pity, because they were in general pleasant ones, and he had not much romance in his actual waking life. It seemed that he forgot the pleasant ones and remembered the nightmares, which was perhaps characteristic of him, because he was of the sort that worries over little troubles and forgets too quickly the larger delights. He remembered his tiger for 3 days at least. He told his sister, who kept house for him, and several of his more intimate friends about it. They wisely cautioned him about eating steak just before going to bed. The trouble with him was, as he thought about it, that he was convinced in his heart that there was more in the tiger than steak. He had all his life been afraid of the future, that something would spring out at him one day and eat him up. He was a man small of stature, sentimental of nature, and likely to catch colds. But like many another Englishman, he was brave enough before the things which he could see. He had so little imagination in general that the things which he could see were the only things about which he did worry. But again, like many Englishmen, he had one thin stream of imagination running underground, deep in his subconscious life. He had been aware of the dark, steady flow of it on certain occasions. Once when as a child he had been taken to the pantomime, and all the houses in Dick Whittington's London had rocked before the inebriated cook. Once in an animal shop on Edgware Road, when he had seen a sad monkey stare at him from behind a window. Once when he had proposed marriage to a lady friend and had been rejected. And once when a motor car in which he was riding had killed a black cocker spaniel. On such occasions he had seen visions. It was as though the earth had opened up beneath his feet, and he had realized that he was walking on a kind of hot pie crust over an underworld of energetic little demons.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?